What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sketch Day Live. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. Trying out a new filter on the audio, so hopefully it sounds good. If it doesn't, I'll turn it off. You guys just let me know. We're gonna hang out and draw today like we always do. What's good, what's happening, what's popping, what's cracking, all that good stuff. If it's your first time, welcome to the show, the party. For those who've been here before, you know the drill. You know what we're doing. Sorry, I gotta clean up some stuff here. I've basically been living in my studio for the last few days. Doing a variety of things. I've been busy. Life's good. Happy about that. So, hello, Latrice. The theme this week is hands and handheld things. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. So if you have ideas, suggestions, whatever, I will take that into consideration. So let me know. Yeah. So I'll take suggestions. Let me know. Hands and handheld things. I'm a product designer. I do lots of products. First off, we want to welcome Lucius Gallo. Welcome Federico, my bad. Hello. Federico is one of our fans. As you can see, he has a special color in chat. It's one of the benefits of at least the YouTube memberships. I'll of course give love to my patrons as well. Latrice, what's up? Thank you. Thank you, Marzi. Yeah, I just completed Adobe Max as well. Did some lessons there. We'll kick things off with a little bit of a warm-up. If you happen to join my Adobe Max session, by the way, it did include a workbook. Hopefully you're able to download that and check it out. What's up, Tom? Mystery, hello. Mystery is one of our Discord members. You can join the Discord by hitting up sketchaday.com/Discord. Just typing a bit here. I don't have my text shortcut set up for this one, but you guys can find it there. And yeah, welcome to Lucius. Thank you. Lucius will be receiving a signed sketch from me this month. Is it just your computer? Is the sound weird? Is the sound weird? If the sound's weird, I'll turn off this filter. I haven't even tested it, so can I even turn it off? I don't know if I can. Maybe I can't. Oh well. We'll just have to deal with it today. I don't think I can turn it off. How does it sound? Does it sound weird for real? If it sounds weird, I'll stop and start again, but let me know. All right. And when you say weird, let me know what you mean. So we're going to start with some straight lines. And like I said, I'm going to rely on you guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to draw whatever I want. It's kind of self-indulgent though. So let's go. A bit more compressed than normal. Okay. Yeah, I did turn on a compressor here. So let me turn that off. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay, it should sound a bit better now. Or more like normal. It repeats on the computer. That's weird. That's weird. Lori says it sounds like a radio station. Hopefully that's okay. All right, well, we're always learning, figuring things out. If you're watching on Instagram, you're like, oh, it sounds fine. What is he talking about? I've got like a studio mic set up here. It only sounds compressed if you talk loud and close to the mic. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll switch to the top camera here. Give you guys a show. Yeah, I took off the filter I had going, so I'll just need to run some tests. There's probably, whoa, that was a terrible line. There was probably some clipping happening with the audio is my guess. So radio station, lo-fi beats to sketch with. What have I done? Oh, my camera's not on. Oh my goodness. I didn't even turn on my overhead camera. Okay, King Jamerson wants to see a controller, specifically a PS or Xbox controller. Okay, I suppose I could do that. I've done those before, but I'll do another one today. Oh man, what a hot mess. Let's do some circles here. So, as I was saying, if you did my Mac session, you would have gotten a workbook. It's kind of like a little mini textbook for Adobe Fresco, as well as some step-by-step notes for that demo. Check it out. It's like 50-something pages long. So, check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to complete the survey at the end as well. Much appreciated. If you do, check that out. Okay, men's shaver or trimmer. Got it. I will do that. Controller. Got it. I will do that. Remember, the theme is hands or handheld. So it doesn't mean I have to do hands with every sketch, right? Let's do some ellipses now. Are you still getting double audio? That's the question. Are you still getting double audio? If you're still getting double audio, I will make a couple adjustments here. That should help. Because there's just a little audio playing in the background as well. Yo-yo. I have done a yo-yo before, but I can do a yo-yo. All right, let's do some ellipses. Crafty Z says, the workbook is worth the download. Glad you enjoyed it. I also gave away just a couple free brushes as a part of the session. So if you're just looking to get some free Photoshop brushes, I got you. I'm also going to start working on my brush set for Sketchbook Pro next. Got a lot of good stuff in the works, guys. I don't usually like to announce things before they're ready. But that's one that I've gotten enough requests that I think I'll go ahead and make a small set. It won't be a big set. I know some of you use Sketchbook Pro still, so I say still because I was actually talking to one of the former product people at Autodesk about that product, and it seems as though, I say it seems because there is no official statement in this, but it seems as though the emphasis has shifted a bit from the drawing and creativity apps to more manufacturing and design development apps, so makes sense. Oh, you had the stream on Discord and YouTube. Okay, that makes sense. All right, thanks, Federico, one of our channel members. Thank you so much for your support, and to all of you for being here. Much appreciated as well. We had the stream blow up the last few days. I don't know if it'll blow up today, but I think I hit the main page or something. But you know, it's all good. It's fun. No matter what, it's fun to draw. So as I always say, the goal here is to, whoa, that line is off. The goal here is to draw a series of ellipses that progressively increase in degree. Whoa, that was weird. My YouTube chat disappeared here. Very odd. Anyhow, the goal being producing a series of ellipses. We can use this to do some fun things like draw everyone's favorite, cars. I always get asked to draw cars, so here we go. And this isn't entirely accurate, meaning it's a very, very flat perspective, right? But let's just do some crazy headlight. Very flat perspective, but you can still kind of use it to sketch your vehicle. Yeah, this is like just a crazy front end on this vehicle. It's all good. Something like this on the top. So don't underestimate the importance of warming up. All right. Because you're actually just connecting all those things that we see in real life. I can do this with a car. I could do this with a flashlight, with a bottle. Lots of different ways I could have taken this sketch, but just wanted to kind of show you guys here some stuff that we can do. All right, and if this were on marker paper or something, I would perhaps try and add some color, but I'm just using cheap printer paper, right? Just some cheap printer paper. This has like almost like a Mazda futuristic Lexus vibe. I mean, as soon as I add this line here, right? It's got a little bit more of a Lexus feel to it. I do believe in practicing and drawing with pen and paper as much as possible as well. Sarah says a steering wheel would be good. That's another good thing I could do. So I'm gonna make a handy dandy little list here. So we had game control. Do you want these with hands or no hands? Game controller. We had steering wheel, and I think shaver. I did a shaver the other day actually, just for a workshop that I did with some students. What's up? Up UP in the house. All right. Let me know where you're watching from. As always, I'm curious how you found this, where'd you pick it up, all of that good business. Music brought to you by the amazing Paul Sohi. Once again, thank you. I don't know if you guys have caught in the news, but a lot of streamers have gotten kind of caught up in copyright stuff. So that's one of the reasons I had Paul, my friend, super talented, had him help me come up with some tunes. My plan is to make my own tunes as well, so he's going to show me the ropes a little bit. I've got an MPC 1. King Jamerson says hands for the controller. Okay, I think we can do that. Maybe I'll draw the hands first. We'll do like just a placeholder controller of some sort. Just start with some sort of sketch like this, for example. Just real quick controller concept. Max to you. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know. We can just play around with part breaks here. What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Just play with some placement. I don't know what the kids are using in terms of their controllers these days, but the kids, I say, as if I'm an old man. My birthday is coming up. I've got to decide if I'm gonna jump on the streams or not. I don't know. 3:30 a.m. in India, and you're here. That's amazing, Mystery. That's amazing. Oh, I guess my little tiny version of me is on in the upper right. What's up, Lemonoosh? I need to respond to your email. Sorry, I haven't yet. I feel like I need an intern. All right. Let's keep going. All right, so hands on a controller. Probably something like this. Knuckle, rest of the hand here. And I'm just doing an overlay, guys, to kind of help me a little bit, or underlay rather, just to kind of help me out a little bit. So that's what I'm doing when I sketch like this, just real rough, because again, I'm not great at doing this, but it's probably some thumb. So for the thumb here, right, I'm kind of imagining two cylinders as this is pressing on the button. I guess the thumb could be up here. Maybe I'll have this thumb a little further up, like so. Okay, and let's see, finger, have a finger here. And use that little trick, since this is a design sketch, to cut off the hand. I saw an interesting technique on the Discord though. Someone did a hand and they did kind of this, what do we call it again? Lines would know. I don't know if Lines is on the stream today. but it was like a something paraboloid or a Pringle chip. I thought that was interesting as a way to terminate the hand without it feeling like a severed hand. William says, I'll be an intern happily. I don't think I'll be able to pay you. Not yet, unless the channel keeps growing. Then we'll see. Okay, so now I've done my underlay. I'm going to do this. Let's do this with some marker paper so we can get down and dirty with the markers. Pringle cut, exactly. The Pringle cut. Marker paper, there you are. So for those on the Instagram, I do simultaneously broadcast on YouTube. I don't know, I mean, you can ask the people who watch on YouTube if it's better, but I am biased. I think it is better. So you can check that out there. All right, so now let's draw our hand. I'm going to start with the hand just because the controller for me anyways is the easy bit. And yes, I'm kind of looking at my own hand a little bit just to make sure. Just to make sure I get this right. So kind of like I said last time, or before rather, when I do hands, I try not to put too much detail on the hand. One, because yes, I'm not great at drawing hands, but two, they can kind of be a distraction in your sketch if you have, at least from a product design perspective, if there's too much detail there. If it was an illustration, it'd be a little bit different. But since I'm just doing this little hand here, I don't really need to include all the detail. At least, I don't think I do. Maybe you guys do. All right, there's a little joystick, maybe a couple buttons here we can throw in. I'm gonna redo this middle section on the controller. I'm trying to think of what to put there. Thank you for asking, Serge. My kids are doing awesome. Actually, they had a big fight today, so they lost their TV time for a few hours. Any book do I know for anatomical drawing? Yes, I'm looking at one on my shelf right now. Atlas of, what is this? Atlas of Human Anatomy for the Artist. That's the book. I'll pull up my my website here for those on YouTube as well, because maybe you missed the stream yesterday, but I do have a new section on the website. Yep, figure drawing, design and invention. It's an easy read. I think it's fairly simple to understand, especially if you draw like me. And by draw like me, I mean taking a similar approach to, you know, just a bit of how we understand and express form, then I think you'll appreciate this book. So let's switch it over here. Hope this works. Let's see if this will work. Boom. All right, so there's my website. Let's make this huge so we can see. Yes, I was shopping for some more markers, I know. Okay. So here's my website. Under resources, you'll find books. All right, I can click on books here. And here's a few tidbits. Now, I didn't go into detail in all these books, but I just wanted to show these are some books that I recommend. And here's that book, Figure Drawing, Design and Invention. If we hit view on Amazon, it should take you to the link. Fingers crossed, maybe not. Oh, I need to update that link, but you can find it on Amazon. Check it out. Highly recommended. So yeah, peep that book. I'm going to update my website because that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Hello, the fox who draws. We're hanging out on YouTube. All right, let's go finish up our controller here. I feel like I'm already taking too long with these. But it's always good to draw and chat. with you guys as we draw some happy little controllers. Happy little controller here. All right, so like I said, we don't want to overdo it. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? Should be like this, actually. Just hint at a little knuckle, and I'm going to use my technique and just connect over like so. Let's have a little bit of a background here. Go over. The nice thing, okay, this is really subtle, but I want to show you guys a little trick. If you're drawing straight lines on your page, take your pinky finger or some other finger. If you can find like an edge, point of reference, I'm just going to, boom, just lock this onto the edge of my pad here. And I could just draw straight lines all day, right? So I could come in, just do this all day, wherever I want. Boom, right? I just have to hold the tip fairly even. Thank you, Surge Design Studio. Much appreciated for the purchase of a badge on Instagram. Support means a lot, so thank you. Thank you for that. I know these times are uncertain, so it means a lot when you guys kind of pitch in, so thank you. All right, let's finish up here. I don't know if this is a D-pad. Maybe it's some touchpad or something. We can have some buttons over here. Just like so. So my plan is to go live every day, and I'm starting to look into some other platforms to see, you know, just to mix it up. I actually watch a few streamers myself. Believe it or not, chess. I watch a lot of chess online. So it's one of the things I do. All right, let's move that. So now I've got hands holding a controller. Enough to be instructive, not too much to be gimpy, thankfully. We'll forget about the ice cream hands I drew yesterday. All right, guys. But the only thing I looked at for reference here was just real quick, okay, what does my hand look like in this position, right? Because as I approach drawings like this, you know I like to break it down. I don't have a rhyme for breaking it down. You guys should help me come up with one. If you're brown, break it down. Just kidding, I can't use that one. But if I'm breaking this down, Jordan says I'm cheating. If I'm breaking it down, right, here's the box for my hand, my wrist, as we talked about here. I'll just connect these so you can see. Here's one cylinder. This other cylinder down here is kind of going that way. Here's another cylinder here. So as I'm drawing, this is kind of how I'm thinking of it, guys, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Same thing here. I've got a box like so for my hand, wrist, just like that. I guess I could have made this hand a little meatier. In any case, there's my cylinder. All right, so thinking of the pieces like this just helps me, someone who is not a classically trained figure drawer person, to do this. All right, so this is kind of how I think about it. Hopefully that helps you. Certainly you want to move past that at some point. I'm going to keep practicing. I love these challenges, and if you're wondering what I mean by challenges, we have weekly challenges on Sketch Day. We've got Jordan here in the house. He's the top dog. He's the one in charge, helping me out. Next week's challenge is going to be really fun, actually. Hope you guys all participate. We're going to be doing a monster mash. All right. Sorry, Jordan. Hopefully I didn't spoil the party too much, but we're going to be doing a monster mash. We're going to be doing lots of monsters, scary things, cool things, creative things, and so forth. I did mention my marker guide yesterday. I've been working on that. It's all typed up. I just have to put all this reference in there. So we're going to talk about colors and blending. Not so much how to do it, but just helping you pick some markers. I know it can be overwhelming at times, so you'll want to check that out. Also, shout out again to Federico and Lucius for being new fans. We got Derek Devine as well, channel member and Patreon. Derek's all in. Shout out to the patrons as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing Monster Mash, just coming up with monsters and doing fun stuff. I'll mix it up during the week, of course. We'll do Transportation Tuesday. But tomorrow, guys, is the big day. Tomorrow is Fan Friday. All right, so that's where your work's going to be featured. I don't think I'm going to even try and overlay anything you guys do unless it's like a straight product. I'll just be showing off your work. So be sure to join. Yeah, this hand needs to, you know, come out a bit more, I think. Should be more like that. But your stuff will be on the show. Jordan says, I expect the most posh dress monsters from Lori. Lori's our awesome fan. She does a lot of fashion design stuff. You can check out her Instagram as well. Or just join the Discord. I won't put her on blast today. Not today. All right, let's go. So up next we had steering wheel. That's an interesting one. It's probably not too dissimilar from the game controller we just did. But let's do maybe a couple positions. We could do one here and then maybe have some other futuristic steering wheel thing like so. All right, I'm just going to throw these down for placement. Let's keep it chill. No need to overdo it here. Let's do some interesting steering wheel business. Business. This car was designed by Optimus Prime apparently, because it's starting to feel like a transformer. Transformers. Man, what a disappointing movie series. You can fight me on that if you want. Alright, I'm supposed to be drawing hands, not steering wheels, so I may have to start this one over. I got a little carried away. But we can turn it into a little bit of a interior sketch, perhaps. I know you guys like those. You guys like them interiors. Alright, so let's just do some quick interior doodle here, and then I'll get back to the actual hands holding a steering wheel. This is Sketch Today Live. Thanks for joining and hanging out. Instead of happy trees, we're doing a car interior right now. Sometimes I go by Black Ross. Occasionally. You know, I kind of tried to make it a thing, then it started feeling awkward, so if you guys want to do it, that's cool. Guccified monsters. I like that. That would be interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on this instrument readout panel here, but pardon me with the mic sounds. I got a little stuffy today. All right. So maybe something like this for our digital panel here. This needs a ton of work, but I should have, I guess I could do a hand on this one. And that's why I said it's kind of like the game controller in that, you know, let's say this is some truncated steering wheel. All right, I can draw some fingers gripping the steering wheel and have the hand like so. Just like that. The Discord's been blowing up, by the way. Thank you guys for joining, for helping each other, posting stuff. Much appreciated. So yeah, we can draw our hand something like this. On the steering wheel. Perhaps this is a bit too rotated this way, so I'm going to truncate these fingers just a little bit. It's probably a little too rotated toward me. Alright, so remember, think about that box shape. And there's our little hand, like so, just to finish off the scene. Just going to throw that line in there. Now we have a little bit of a vignette, if you will. For this secondary view. If we want, we could even throw a little background thing here just to separate the two. You know, if I were telling some story or something, I don't know. There's just two different scenes, so I wanted to separate this out. That's what I'm saying. Is this a reference drawing or from my mom? I know, you corrected it, Dr. C. This is just from my, not memory, this is just from my head. So, welcome if it's your first time. I'm an industrial designer, so I have designed products, many products, and I just like drawing, sharing a little bit of what I love. So thanks for joining and being a part of this today. Much appreciated. Yeah, I really don't like behind the steering wheel here. I also want to show you guys a fun new marker I got. I've got to figure out a way to use it without completely ruining whatever it is I'm going to be working on, because I mean, it's different than the BFM. Okay, it's different. The BFM, if you don't know, is my big fat marker right here. The Pilot super colored jumbo marker. But I got a new marker. It's pretty awesome. I've been really into wide markers lately, just as a way to quickly cover some ground. You can actually, these are cool. You can refill these too, which is actually pretty sweet. So this is an acrylic water-based marker. I don't remember who this is by. Oh, Montana. Okay, so let's take the cap off. That's how wide the tip is. So if I wanted to, you know, we could do some fun stuff in terms of backgrounds. I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet, but it's a great way to just fill some stuff in on a page. Check that out. Isn't that fun? So I got to be careful with it, though. The ink isn't super stinky, by the way. It does make marker paper wrinkle, so I wouldn't recommend doing it at the beginning of your drawing, but it's pretty cool if you need to fill something in real quick. Super fun, just like that. But yeah, I went to the art store yesterday, decided to try out some new stuff, and that's one of them. All right, so we got our steering wheel real quick. Couple hands. Pei Ying says she can't stop. They can't stop staring at the live feed. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. All right, so we did a warm-up car. We've done our game controller. I know I'm not using marker right now. Let's see if we can use some marker on the shaver, though. And let's do a pretty sketch, and then we'll do like a... Man, I don't know if I want to do a head sketch. Don't forget the Uber driver sticker. All right. Says Crafty Z. Thank you, Resurish. Love you all too. Much appreciated. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, it's a fun marker. I'll do it again eventually here, so you guys can see. But let's do some shavers real quick. So Sketch a Day Live, thanks again for joining. Sorry, I got a little text message I had to respond to there. Thank you, JSA Drawing. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining. Be sure to come back sometime. Say hi. Hang out with the people here on the channel. All right, so shavers. I guess you're thinking of like a beard trimmer, correct? So there's a couple different styles. Maybe I'll do two styles here. So let's start with a triangle like that. We'll do a line like that and another line. This one, I'm going to do a line like this, and then we'll come straight down, and then we'll do another one like so. And you'll see how I turn these into some product drawings. Okay, I'm just establishing a little bit of perspective here. Placement on the page. That's weird. Ever since I did Adobe Max, I keep getting weird emails. I got somebody inviting me to do a podcast. And yes, I'm still working on my podcast. We're just recording some episodes that I'll share with you. Hopefully sooner than later. All right, so I'll turn these three into product sketches. So the first one here, right, I'm just going to do some ellipses on these triangles. This one's a little bit off. Something like this. This one, I'm going to do 1, 2 cylinders, like so. 2 ellipses to kind of start. And then this one, I'll just do a wedge on the bottom here. Let's just do a wedge, like so. Now for the body, kind of think of it like there's an ellipse here, an ellipse here, and now I can just connect these. Depending on the shape, if these are, all connected or whatever, it really just depends on what's happening with the form. Music again brought to you by Paul Sohi. I'm going to keep these as just kind of quick sketches here. So rather than being precise with these little slits, for example, I'm just going to kind of scrub on top. Like so. Let's add, I guess the power button would be on that side, but we can add some, perhaps, part line, material separation, things like that. Maybe a little shadow. And I wouldn't really do much more to this one just because of the point of view. And what I mean to say is, if we had another view where we were looking at the back, then I could draw perhaps where the switch is on my shaver. So I could do something like that. Music again brought to you by Paul Sohi. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. I'm going to be learning how to do that myself. Make my own tracks. For my new channel, Sketch a DJ. Just kidding. I could do Sketch a DJ, Sketch a Date. All my dating advice. What not to do. Or just tell funny stories about dating. I could do that too. All right, so something like that. I could have, these two sketches on the same page if I want to group these concepts. Maybe just a quick background like so. And then this one, now I'm just going to draw a little box here, maybe extend it up like so. And I will add color to these guys, so no worries. And then let's come to the front like so. And I'm going to go ahead and just add a nice little curve here. All right, something like that. for my shaver. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. You guys let me know. You can't hear the music? Is it too low? Yeah, you should be able to hear the music. Sketch a date. That's right. Menu channel. Watch out for it. You should be able to hear the music, but this app I'm using is interesting. Let's see if that helps. Does that help? It's very low. It should be in the background, but maybe it got muted. I don't think so. It's playing here. I ever tried colored pencil? Yes. Sometimes I use colored pencil. You can check that out. Must just be you, Lori. Maybe you're losing your hearing. Too many concerts as a youth, perhaps. All right, let's keep going here. So yes, we product designers, we draw a lot of products. That's why I do this. Comes with the territory, so to speak. All right, so maybe something like that. And then this one here, all right, so this little wedge is just meant to be the blades on my shaver. I'm gonna add another little piece here, like so, little curve, like so. Maybe come back, all right, maybe bring that line back. And then now I can take this center line. Still can't hear anything. Oh my goodness. Is it just Lori, or can the rest of you guys hear the music? No? Let me know. Crafty Z says it's the Back to the Future interior on that car, huh? I guess so. I can kind of see that a little bit. Let's see. JSA says can't hear it yet. That's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. Let me know if you can hear it or not. Can you hear it now? Thanks, Crafty Z. That was on YouTube. We're trying to figure out if there's something wrong with the sound. All right. So like I always say, back up off the tip. Can't hear the music. That's so weird. What is going on? Hopefully it's not too loud now. All right. Still no music? This is weird. I think it's okay, I'm going to mute it and turn it back on. I may have to stop the stream and start it again if there's no music. Well, maybe I'll just do that anyways. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Here we go. We'll keep going. YouTube stream is starting up again. Alright, it's like super loud here now. Alright, you can hear it now. You can barely hear it. Seems like something always goes wrong. Yeah, sorry about that rock shell design. I'll turn it down. What did I mean to say with backup on it? Oh, backup on the tip of the pencil or pen that you're drawing with. So how I hold the pen like this as opposed to like this makes a difference in how much I can see when I'm drawing. So do you see the difference there? Okay, if I'm drawing like this, it's hard for me to see the rest of the drawing and keep track of things. So that's kind of what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and do some straight line shading here first with that one, like so. I won't do it on these, just to mix things up. All right, and I'm not gonna be picky about the whole pattern. on these kind of cutting surfaces. You know, usually they have probably some pattern like this, but I'm being lazy, so we'll just go for general effect. Do some hatching on the side here. But yeah, I am hoping that I can finish that marker guide for you. I love markers. If you've watched before, hopefully you know why I love markers, but certainly drawing with real tools will help you get better faster, I think. So if you're looking to improve those skills, commit to practicing the hard way a little bit. All right, it'll pay off, I promise. All right, let me just do this real quick. And this is not super accurate either in terms of spacing, but meant to more or less convey the general effect here. All right, so there's some quick strokes, like so. And, you know, someone looking at this could at least understand, okay, I see what you're doing. I see you. All right, so we could do something like that. Let's throw another little background thing here. Maybe something else here. Boom. So now I've got two groupings of concepts on the page. Which pen is that? I get that question a lot, so here you go. I'm gonna give you my cheat sheet. If the music's too loud, let me know too, because I don't know. I won't know until after I watch the stream. Usually I shoot for about, I've got this mixer panel on my app and I shoot for about -35 decibels. Tracks are different, so I probably should turn on some normalization or something like that, but so yeah, let me know. So yeah, check out that link. Any thoughts on the Uniball Air pens? I haven't tried those out, but if you work for Uniball and you want to send some to me, feel free to send those to me. All right, what colors should I make these? That's the question, right? I'll definitely do some kind of chrome or shiny. Some kind of shiny. I guess these are all usually like black. So let's try and render these with our dark values here. Let's see what we can do. Should I break in my new Cool Gray 2? Where did I put you, boo? Baby boo. I went to the marker store yesterday and spent way too much money. Okay, I'll do red, some blacks, and some grays. Something like that. Maybe make these bases red. I can do dark. I'll do brown on one of these. But yeah, we'll do some black stuff. So when you're coloring something, you want to think about, okay, where is this thing? Is it in a bathroom? If it's in a bathroom, what are the lights that are shining on this thing? And what does that look like? Okay. What does that look like? Red, blue, and silver. Okay. Tendi foi nada dessa live. I don't know what you mean, Yoshi. I speak a little Spanish, but that didn't sound like Spanish, so, you know. All right. Let's see. Can barely hear the music. Okay. Thanks for answering these questions, by the way. I'm when I say I'm grateful for you guys pointing things out, I do mean it, because my goal is to, at least one of my goals, just have the best show with drawing. All right, so now I've got to think about reflections, what's going on, what's happening. I said I was going to make the handle red, so let's break out the reds. Teal. I do have teal. Would you recommend cheap markers if you're starting? You know, I like to go by the saying, buy it nice or buy it twice. When I was a student, I wanted Copic markers. They're very expensive, in case you don't know. And I had to figure out a way to pay for them. So I would, maybe this will sound crazy, I donated plasma. I would shop on eBay. Oops, wrong slider there. Yeah, I would do everything I could. I would buy them off other people too. All right. Cammy's asking, any workshops soon? So, should I mention this or not? That is the question. To mention or not to mention? Cammy, what's your background? So with shiny things, we're gonna have nice crisp highlights. So it's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Create a little bit of a shadow core, assuming the light's coming from this direction. I'm gonna have some shadow core business going on there. I'll just piggyback off that line that I had. All right, so start with your lights, lightest lights. Work light until you get it right, I should say. And then now I can come in with my deeper reds. What's up, Karen? Hello. Karen. Definitely not Karen, I hope. Just kidding. I have nothing against you if your name is Karen. I do feel bad for people whose name is Karen, though. Like, that's rough. For real. 2020, your name's Karen. You might be sitting at home thinking, should I change my name? Is it really worth the trouble? Maybe. It just might be. Just saying. So in this marker guide I'm putting together, I talk a little bit about blending, about how to pick colors, how to save money buying markers, kind of a collection of tips that I've put together. And that's going to be a free guide. Like, I'm giving it away for free, possibly. I shouldn't say that. We'll see. But my plan was to give it away for free. Yeah, I'll give it away for free. All right, so let's do just a black here. Okay. So me shading that in is suggesting, hey, something's reflecting into this nice shiny black handle. Just using a cool gray 8 here. All right, again, assuming my light source is coming somewhat from the side, I'm able to do this. And now I'm going to switch to a very light gray, like a cool gray 2. I'd like to speak to your manager, says Karen. Thank you. I'm glad you have a sense of humor. Poetic Snake. I always struggled so badly with shadows. Yeah, shadows are tough. But if you understand kind of how light works, it gets way easier. It really does. I'm gonna have to ease this transition, I feel like, just a little bit. And I am using black. I was watching a demo Lori was giving, actually, and she was like, I don't use black, it's too dark. Sometimes you can use black. But I understand what you were talking about, Lori. Not wanting to go full, like, dark on a portion of the sketch. My kids have awakened from their timeout slumber. So yeah, I'm just gonna ease this transition a little bit as we go. So once again, if you're watching on the Instagram, the Grammars, should I call you guys Grammars? If you're a Grammer, and you want to catch the full multimedia production, check out youtube.com/sketchaday.com. Link provided for you. for your viewing pleasure. Alright, so I might do something like that. Let's keep it bright. Let's keep it crisp. Keep it crispy. Alright, and let's do just some chrome up top here. So when it comes to chrome, I just hit it with a couple intense highlights, and then now I can come in with something like this cool gray. Cool gray 2. I did decide I'm gonna get the iPhone, by the way, after all. I was like, you know what, YOLO, life's short, might as well have some fun before I go. Just get a new iPhone. I was gonna say though, I also ordered an iPad Pro, or sorry, an iPad Air, because I know a lot of you are gonna have questions about it. So I'm gonna do a review on the channel as soon as I get that, as soon as that comes in. So watch out for that. That'll be coming soon. Aight. And no, Apple does not send me stuff for free, so I had to buy that for you. So you better watch the video and share it. Or not. It's all good. No pressure. How would I draw a hand holding one of these? Ah, I see. I see where you're going. I'll probably do an overlay of this. Okay, I'll probably do an overlay of this and do the hand. Anita says, we can't see what you're doing. Well, switch to YouTube, you'll see it all. Think of Instagram like a little bit of a teaser, a preview. You only get part of the shot, but YouTube's where it's at. The camera lost focus? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me jump back. No, it looks all right. Maybe this marker is throwing it off. Crafty Z says, you need to fix that. Tell Apple I'll go on strike. Well, you know, they can do whatever they want. So I wish I could do that. Let's do just a nice pale blue here. Someone had suggested teal, so let's go with, on this one, some blue. Now, because of the change in angle on these surfaces, as I shade this, right, I want there to be some contrast, some reflectivity happening here, but certainly this surface I want to have appear lighter than the one above. So I might even leave this white spot here, for example. So we have that surface light. Now this is a blue-green 1. I'm gonna switch to a blue-green 2. I talk about this a little bit in my marker guide that I put together. That's not out yet, but will be soon. So just how to pick colors, at least, and especially with Copic marker. Maybe not the process of rendering so much. There's plenty of videos on that, but I do get a lot of questions on what marker brand? How do I know I'm picking the right color? Okay, so these are blue-greens. I gotta make sure I don't jump to a blue here. Alright, blue-green 5. We're good. And let's go ahead and punch our contrast on the little edge right here. Alright, so now this feels more like it's wrapping a little bit. We've got some reflected light on the far side. Petition, you'll sign. Alright. You could file a petition through change.org stating that I should be given free Apple products, I suppose. I don't think they would take too kindly to that though. That's just my guess. That's like 200 to 300 in just reds and gray Copics. Maybe. I've saved up over the years though. Like, it's not like I just went out and bought a bunch. I mean, I did yesterday, but yes, they're expensive, but you have to consider, it's a C8. You have to consider too, like, all right, am I gonna be making money with these? Right? I do a lot of client work as well as streaming here. So am I using these to further my design practice? Absolutely. So it's an investment in myself. That's the way I see it. I'm using Lori's technique here with the Cool Gray 10. How would I... Oh. Will there be gerbils? Hello, Mecha Art. One of our patrons. One of the newest, along with Lines. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. Alright, so maybe I've got something like this for that one there. Let's go ahead and shade up top. In case you're wondering, I'm a product designer, industrial designer. I do like illustrating things as well. That's what we're doing right now. Just creating some drawings of products, illustrating, focusing on shading technique and whatnot. Yeah, Copics are my favorite, certainly. I use a lot of different markers. This one's dry. Hey, we get to refill a marker on the stream again. I know you guys love that. Or maybe you're tired of it. Maybe. But let's go. So this gives me a chance, since you're asking and commenting on Copics, to just talk about it again. Which is to say, this is why I enjoy Copic markers. Okay, I don't want to ruin my drawing, so I'm going to refill off to the side a little bit here. So I've got this needle thing that I screwed onto this bottle, right? Oh, you're a graffiti artist. That's awesome. Have you used these acrylic pens, markers? I just discovered these. These are cool. So now I can take this ink. Here's my marker. I've removed the chisel tip. All right. Just laughing at Mecha Art, guys. Now I can just kind of shove this in to the marker, and I'm just going to squeeze some ink in. Let's make sure this is working. Okay, it is working. So I'm just going to recharge this marker. All right, that should be good. I don't want to overdo it. I've overdone it a few times. Never ends well. You get ink everywhere. So what I like to do is just put this in partially, and then just to prime and get things ready to go, just squeeze a little bit of ink on the chisel like that. I just find it kind of helps things flow a little bit. And then I don't have one of the tweezers. They're like $8 for one of the official Copic tweezers. And they're like, don't you dare refill your marker without our tweezers. It's gonna cost you $8. It's like, nope. Anyhow, there's probably a reason for that. I don't want to mess up the tip. So this is why I love them, because yeah, I bought this marker for probably anywhere from $6 to $8. This thing's probably $8, but at least the old refills, anyways, you could refill your marker several times. I forgot the number of times. This is a 25 milliliter bottle. And just a public service announcement one more time for you. This is the new Copic ink, okay? You might think, oh, this is cool. You know, I can uncap this and it's got a long thing. That's awesome. But guess what? You only get 12 milliliters of ink now for the same price. 12 milliliters. So if you like Copics, get your old style inks. The ink is the same. This is just twice as much for the same price now. All right. Unfortunately, some of the places I buy my inks are running out, so I strongly encourage you. In fact, after the stream, I'll probably go get some more if I can, because time's running out. How much is an official Copic gerbil? I think they run $700 a piece. Mecha Art, something like that. They're expensive. You know, Copics are expensive after all. Get knockoffs from the Wish app. I don't know if I can get knockoff Copics per se. All right, so now my marker is nice and recharged, and I could just hit the top with that. And for a little extra contrast, let's do just a little C7. Little C7 right there. Happy little C7. And let's get our chromey look in right there. That's an actual technical term, by the way, chromey. Chilling with my chromies. Hey. Just kidding. I'm in a good mood today. Hopefully you guys are. Just happy to be alive. Life's short. Make the most of it. All right, quick logo on the front. And then I'll do one of these with a hand on. Let's see, an hour. We're good. We're good on time. Yes, Jerry's Artorama has inks, but they are running out. Okay, Jerry's is running out of ink. Let's see. There was a request for teal. I guess I could do purplish blue. This is a light hydrangea is the name of the color. And it is B63. So we've got B63, B66, and this is B69. All right, this is also in my guide, but I'm going to talk about the color codes and how you pick your colors to work. Like I actually got these yesterday. I just went into the shop and I grabbed them, and I know they'll work together. No worries at all. You can do some cool things with Copic markers as well. Many of you have seen me do this before, but I'll do it anyways. You can shove one of these into a little airbrush adapter, and we can start to airbrush and have some fun with this concept. So let's do a quick test here. Make sure our flow is good. Actually, this marker was running out of juice already from the store. So I probably need to go get some ink for it anyways, which is fine. I don't mind. You're probably like, oh, it was low already. All right. So my son's in here, by the way, hanging out. So if I just want like an interesting effect on this, all right, and I'm just focusing on the shadow core, maybe a little bit of texture here. So that sound in the background is my compressor going. I totally made a mistake, but let me see if I can feather this in. Right? Why do this digitally when you can just do it by hand? So much more fun. It's so much more fun. Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
Thank you, son. My son said, that's cool. It's cool until you lose the top of your marker and you can't find it. Is the music in the background done by DJ Squeak? Absolutely. DJ Squeak on the ones and twos. That's our resident gerbil DJ. But yeah, you can airbrush some stuff, and if I want to clean this up, right in the middle, just for fun, should we use our fat marker? You don't even have to use like, yeah, that's right, the BFM. You don't even have to use Copic markers necessarily for this. So if I got this black section here, we want it to be shiny and chrome. All right, we can do something like that. I guess I do need a little Copic. I need some gray. All right, so I might do something like that. And then the background here, I probably shouldn't use this wide marker, but it's so much fun. Here it is. It's this Montana wide marker. They did not pay me for this mention, so screw you guys. Just kidding. Hopefully they're not watching.
Real RBF, man.
This is the biggest marker I've used personally, but there you go. Kind of fun. Little black background there for you. We're gonna wrap things up in a little bit. I'll do the hand holding the shaver that was requested. Thanks for your ideas and suggestions, by the way. This would not be possible without each of you, your contributions, ideas, suggestions, all of that good stuff. Thanks for watching, hanging out, being a part of this great experience. If you want to join the Discord, that information is in the video. If you love drawing, or if you know someone that loves drawing, definitely share the channel with them. We are live daily, for the most part, unless I feel like I'm death warmed over that particular day, but we go live a lot. Yes, Roseanne, these are fun. The Pilot Supermarker, and as a graffiti artist, I'd love to see your work. So definitely hit me up after the stream. Leave a comment, whatever. Happy to share that, or if you have an Instagram, you know. All right, so that ink dried up right there. I'll probably mess up my drawing doing this, but why not? I like these markers and how like chunky they are and unpredictable in the stroke. I'm just using the corner of the marker in this instance, but there's just, I don't know, there's something satisfying. I have to figure out a way to quantify it about how the stroke shows up. It's just naturally loose and just like, yeah. That's a technical term too. Yeah. What's a Copic gerbil? I don't know. You'll have to ask Mecha Art. He likes gerbils. Yeah. All right. Let's add just a couple extra lines in this. So when you have a shiny surface again, and you're trying to show, you know, this automatically has some texture to it, right? Because of the airbrushing technique. And with airbrushing, it's kind of hard because you have to control your overspray somewhat, but automatically, and this is all from a marker, guys, right? I didn't have to go buy an airbrush like setup with ink and all that stuff. I could have, but my point is I could control this with a bit of what's called Frisket. Maybe I'll show you on the stream sometime. It's the stuff you can paint onto your page and erase and so forth. Thanks, Latrice, for mentioning. Latrice says 140 people watching, only 47 likes. Let's make this channel go viral. Appreciate your support and help. Hello, Jaime. Bienvenidos. Seriously though, I think I might need an assistant in life because I keep dropping the ball on so many things, emails, etc. All right, so there's our 3 shavers that we completed. This is not the best marker paper, by the way. I'm using Bianyo marker paper. It's cheap, but it's not as good as the Canson XL marker paper. All right, that is another brand that I use, and it's way better. So just FYI. All right, so if I'm drawing a hand holding one of these, let's go ahead and rotate the page here. Okay, and I'll just do this main one that we did. All right, quick overlay. So in my Adobe session today that I did at Max and yesterday, I talked about redrawing, and someone asked me, what do you mean by, or how do you trace things? And I don't really trace, I redraw. So here you can see this is just a quick sketch over what was there before. Okay, he has an answer for you, Ollie. He says it's a special edition Copic marker with gerbil designs on the marker itself. All right. Jeffy Honda on Instagram. All right, I'll check it out. You can find me and add me. I'd love to see your stuff. All right, so let's just do this quick resketch here and focus on the hand. So a hand holding this, I imagine you'd be holding it in this position, something like that. Right, so pad of the hand, palm of the hand. Remember, I'm thinking of box here. Okay, so I'd probably do something like this for my hand holding it. If I had some fingers on this side, maybe something like this. I don't think your finger would, yeah, so maybe something like this for that other finger, thumb. Oh wait, I totally bungled out. Okay, more like this. I ignored the thickness of the product right there. Okay, so something more like this for the hand holding is what I would do. And then whether or not you show that finger, you can decide. But let's see, because yeah, if this is my box, I've got cylinder, cylinder, cylinder. Maybe you see that finger, maybe not. Just depends on how big your hand is, right? That's why this one feels a little bit off. Like it shouldn't be there. So, whoa. Let's move that soda away from away from my expensive laptop. How do I visualize products, like just by memory or physical holding? I don't really memorize products. I just think about how they are, the perspective involved, and then I guess I do draw my hands quite a bit, and then I just draw the product that way. So that's what I do personally. And remember, this is more like product design sketch style, more so than illustration here. But this is how I might draw a hand holding this product. For example, keep it simple, focus on the product. If the focus is on the hands, then you'd want to add more detail to the hand. But that's the extent of my fingernail that I'm going to add. Again, watch how far from the tip of the pen I'm holding the pen. That's going to give me that visibility to see what I'm drawing. And there you go. Something like that. And then here's my neck coming down. For my trim, I guess I'd have more of a beard or something. I don't know. I need to practice my hair, apparently. All right, so figure it out. When in doubt, rough it out. Figure out the details. Overlay. What's up, Tom? How you doing? Thanks for joining and hanging out. All right, so tomorrow is Fan Friday. Seems to work a little bit better when we go digital on Fan Fridays. So I'm going to be using my iPad Pro, Procreate 5X, most likely. And we'll go over your sketches. So just a quick recap of what we did today. Here we have our warm-up sketch. The name of the gerbil is Soda. No, you got to laugh at yourself, Roseanne. You got to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're not doing it right, I feel like. So, all right. Hello, Tom. Blown? What do you mean by blown? Okay. So, warm up. We did a quick car. Followed that up with the request for a game controller of sorts. We also have some quick interior sketch that we did. Started out as a steering wheel, but then I was able to add another hand. Like I said, this finger here just means that my hand would actually be in this position as opposed to this position. So I probably should have not had the fingers there, maybe done something more like that, or even reduced the position of the fingers, but we at least have some reference. Then we did the shavers, 3 kind of approaches here, including a bit of air marker to get our shadow core, all that good stuff in. All right, and then we overlaid a couple times, 1, 2, and now we have, I'll just add a little marker here. You know, if this were part of a product presentation, I might do something like this. All right, just a little bit of gray on the hands and on the overlap where the product is, just something like that. All right, no need to overdo it, just keep it simple, keep it chill. All right, and then you could add some line weight to it, which would certainly help. I don't have a good line weight marker here, so hopefully I don't completely mess this up. I'm just using the corner of this BFM, big fat marker, as I call it. All right, but then you could overlay the product. You could overlay the product like so. I always say I'm done, and then I do like more stuff to things. I need to hold myself to it. Next thing you know, I'll be like, okay, now we're gonna 3D print this. Just kidding. I would do like 3D printing live, but it takes so long. I guess I could do a live stream of it for hours and hours and hours and hours. So anyhow, Thanks, guys. Special welcome once again to Federico, one of our new channel members. And man, name's obscured here. I gotta go back into my system. Let's get in my system here. So thank you, Federico. Thank you, Derek Divine, for signing up, being ultimate fans. And Lucius Gallo, thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. I'll be mailing you your sketches from the stream. Just let me know what you like, what you see. Could be a type, could be a specific sketch. I will happily sign and send to you. That's a big deal. I mean, if you look at the memberships on the channel, that's a commitment. So I appreciate the support for sure. Of course, as always, sketches will be available for patrons and members. Okay, in the member folder on Google Drive, you'll be able to download those in high resolution. I think 600 DPI or something like that. So if you need examples, you will have them. All right, thanks guys. Love you all. It's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow with Fan Friday. That's going to be our show. It's going to be all about you guys and your work. So be sure to join the Discord, submit your work. I'll put together a whole collage of stuff. We'll talk about it. We'll share your stuff. Next week, we're going to be doing Monster Mash, though. So catch that. And then, of course, on Sunday, we will have Sci-Fi Sunday. And I always say this, but, you know, life happens. Maybe I'll show up on Saturday. Maybe I will. We'll see. All right. As always, remember, passion is the process. Work hard. Play hard. Be kind to yourself. If you've learned something, definitely share with others. It's going to make you better. So with that, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next stream. Bye-bye now.